Hello, it's your girl Elizabeth Eloidy again of the GBCAM Network, and I am joined here for the final day of the award ceremony by Mr. Peter Toe, Executive and Artistic Director of Music Africa. It is the final day of our award ceremonies of Afrofest, and before we say goodbye, we first want to say thank you so much to our sponsors and community partners who have joined us on this journey and supported every part of Music Africa and Afrofest. Now, Mr. Peter, it's the final day of the Afrofest award ceremonies. How are you feeling?
Well, I feel great. I'm glad that it has come to an end. It was a great experience, and I hope that our audience enjoyed it as much as we did.
I hope so too. And even though I'm a little sad it's over, what can we look forward to from Music Africa for the rest of the year?
Yes, it's kind of nice that this has come to an end, and even though we've concluded, there's still a lot that is being planned, especially for the African artists and for within the entertainment industry here in Toronto. So at this point, I can say, please, if you're an artist, if you're within the entertainment industry, make sure you follow us on Instagram, which is at Afrofest_Toronto, or on YouTube, which is at Afrofest, because most of the opportunities that we're going to create will be posted on there. And what we would like to avoid is a situation in which we will post something, we'll announce something, and somebody will tell us later on, you know what, we never got the message. Or, yes, so make sure that you're plugged into the work that we're doing, so that if there's anything that is happening, you will know.
And you definitely want to be plugged in because you don't want to miss out on next year's.
For sure.
So make sure you check that out. Yes. Now, this is the final day of the award ceremonies, final award. Can you tell us a little bit more about our recipients for today?
Yes, the recipient today is Mr. Saikou Saho. If you're within the art community in Toronto, into drumming, you have to know him. Now, if you don't know him, then I would say there's a gap in your life, directly. If you don't know Saikou, and the reason why I'm saying this is because he's got a store of I think it's Bathurst and Dundas, very close to Bathurst and Dundas. I think 618 Dundas Street West. Interesting thing about Saikou is his store is unofficially a gathering spot for Africans who are interested in learning how to play drums, who are learning anything about the African art, African crafts and stuff like that. He is one of those individuals who is extremely supportive of the African community. I mean, at Afrofest, there's a whole section at Afrofest that he invites people, he brings his drums out and they play his drums. He teaches them how to play drums. He has done a lot for the advancement of the African community here in Toronto that it's almost impossible to say we're starting an award ceremony without recognizing him as an individual and the contributions that he has made for the growth of Afrofest.
So, you know, he's the epitome of a community shield.
Yes, yes, he is. Yeah, he is. And not only him, but if you look at the four recipients that we've had throughout this edition of the award ceremony, all of them are pioneers in their own right. All of them have got very important influences within the community, which I feel is important that we share the stories. It's important that we let people know the work that they are doing as a way to, one, encourage them, and also to encourage others who are seeing what they're doing and to emulate.
And what makes Mr. Saikou so unique, especially in the business that he runs for this award?
The first question, have you met him?
Yes.
I mean, if you meet him, you know what he is. He's extremely energetic. He's extremely welcoming. When I say he's extremely welcoming, if you go to his establishment, you will see exactly what I'm talking about. He's entertaining, and the fact that he's always willing to support. He's always willing, and I cannot stress that enough. With any event that we're doing, with anything, there's always this element of it's going to be well. You can be going through the hard, you meet Saikou, he will tell you, look, don't worry about it, it's going to be okay. And it's relieving. You go to his shop, it feels the world has come to an end, you know, everything pauses, all your problems go away until you leave his shop. I mean, it's nice. He's a nice fellow, so it's fitting for him to get there.
Yeah, it's so exciting, and we're excited to head over to Mr. Saikou's store, African Drums and Arts Crafts, right near Kensington Market, to present him with his Community Shield Award. And here with me to present today's award is Executive Board Member of Music Africa, Ms. Velda Vo.
Thank you, Elizabeth. My name is Velda Vo. I'm on the Executive Board of Music Africa for the past 30 years or thereabout, as long as Afrofest has been in existence, which is about 33 years. I'm here to present a Community Shield Award 2020 to one of our outstanding vendors who has been with Afrofest from the onset of the festival yearly, and that's Mr. Saikou Saho.
Thank you, Velda. Beautiful. Thank you so very much. And thank to Afrofest, from the board to attendees of Afrofest, and vendors, all other vendors who come to Afrofest every year. So it's one of those best organizations in Toronto here. It's the only organization that is for all Africans without any particular country. Usually people have their own community festivals, but the Afrofest is the only one for all Africans from east, west, south, north. And you can see the music, the organization, the membership. So it's all to represent Africa. So I'm very happy and very happy today to receive this award. So we came from very far. So 33 years now, that's many years. And when you look at the organization today, still a lot of young people come to attend. So that means we're doing the right thing. So we supported from the beginning, and we will continue to support the organization. And I think this is great that the organization also trying to look at the community to see what's happening in the community. So always moving with the time. So I'm very happy to be part of this, and I'm sure in the list there's a lot of important people in there. So I'm very happy to be with them in this. Thank you, sir, again. Thank you very much. Beautiful. Thank you so much. Great.
Hello, it's your girl Elizabeth Eloidy again of the GBCAM Network, and I am joined here by Community Shield Award recipient, Mr. Saikou Saho of African Drums and Arts Crafts. Congratulations on your award.
Thank you so very much, Elizabeth.
How does it feel to receive this recognition from the community?
This is fantastic. This is great. You know, we've been here for many years now. You know, trying to beat the bushes to open the door for the younger ones. So it's pretty good to be recognized on that.
It's awesome. So, tell us a little bit about your background.
Great. Myself from Gambia. Gambia is a small country in West Africa. It's called the Smiling Coast. So I'm from Gambia. From there, and then I came here 1986. That's when I came to Canada. So since I came here, and we try to present Africa on its best form, which is the positive form. So that's what we've been doing since then here. So we get into first we used to import from Africa. We would sell the products to different stores, but then it was like everybody, my country store, Ugandan store, Kenyan store, this store. So I didn't like that much. I thought people miss big opportunity to present Africa entirely. So then we came with this idea about 22 years ago to set up something like this where we present Africa. So in the average day when you come in here, you find people from all over the world, not just Africa and the continent, but from diaspora. Everybody come here, we chat, we have a little center here, we talk about Africa and all different things here.
That's amazing. And when did you decide to, pursue this as your full-time career?
We set up the shop back 1998. So that's when the shop started. But prior to that, I was selling to wholesale to other stores. But then within a few years, I decided I want to do this full time. I was working at TTC at the time. And then I remember when I told my union that I wanted to leave, they were like, "Are you crazy?" So people look for this job and this kind of job as a TTC. You going to leave that for it? I said, yeah. So I'm happy there. So I don't feel like I'm working. Yeah. And so since then, we've been, by the grace, we've been doing pretty good. People come in from all over. Most of people don't know where I'm from. Actually, they just know I'm from Africa, but they don't know in particular, because I never emphasize on one country. I think sometimes it's very limiting when we limit ourselves to one country. I think the continent. So I travel a lot. The job allowed me to travel through the continent, so it helped me a lot. Yeah.
So this is a great representation of you.
Yeah, totally, yes.
Wonderful. So what would you then attribute to your success all these years?
Service.
Service.
I think service is a key. We can compete with the others because they have a lot more money than us. But what we can compete with them is a service. There's other drum stores in Toronto who has a lot of money. So we can compete there. But I think we do compete the knowledge of the continent, the art, and also to present it the way we want it to be presented. Because sometimes when you're from a certain culture, you understand the background, what this instrument means. Whereas other people might just sell it as a piece of art or just a drum, but for us it's more than that. It's more than just a piece of a drum. So we try to present it that way. And then I think a lot of people like that. And over the years we have a lot of support. When we started, there was many stores around Toronto, also African stores, but a lot of them closed now because presentation, I think, and also knowing what it is. So for us, for myself, I love the continent. Every country, every country I travel to, I love it. I love it because each country is unique. How they present themselves, how they present their art, how they present their culture. So, but all together we become one big part that just hold it solid together. So I love that positive part of Africa. You're not gonna get, for me, if you want know Africa, I will share with you the positive part of Africa. Not the negative part, because I think there's enough of that going around for people who doesn't know Africa. But for us, yeah, we know Africa better than most. Yeah.
Hopefully we know Africa better than most, right?
Yeah. Hopefully, yes, definitely.
Now, some challenges, have you ever come over them, and how have you been able to overcome those challenges, owning your business and working within the community?
Yeah, it's one of the hard things running a small business. You end of month come, you have to pay your rent, you have to do this, you have to do that, and the tax people come in, where's our money? So those are big challenges. And also, especially this year with the COVID, that make it things more difficult because not many people out. Our business is the people have to actually walk in to buy something. So we online, but not much. So it's a product we sell. People like to feel it. People like to touch it. So when the COVID came, so it kind of slowed that down. But I guess because we do a lot of service, which is repairs and stuff, even during the pandemic, we were able to continue doing that. And that's why when I said you need to know your product, so that helped us quite a bit to keep working that time. Yeah.
Now, you mentioned that you have these services, but what else do you do in terms of activities to support or be engaged with the community?
Yeah, so over the years, we create a lot of programs. We do programs in schools where we teach kids how to make drums. So it's like a 2-month program. We do with the Vive Art and the TDSP. We go into school. We spend about 2 months with the kids. We teach them how to carve, doing the African symbols. We bring a lot of Adinkari symbols to get them to carve those. They make a drum, and the end we teach them also how to play it. So that's a really successful program. We've been doing that for past 8 years. Then also we have a program we do that at CAMH. So also we help people with mental health. A lot of people in that program also. A couple times we've been on the newspaper because they love the program so much. So those little things help a lot. And then of course also people can come inside here, make their own drum. So they will learn to carve it. They will learn to do all 9 yards. And then we have classes as well. We do a lot of classes and we do performances. So pretty much we try to cover all the angles through it. And over the years now, it's been going pretty good. A lot of people know us through that now. Doing the teaching, doing the community program, doing the community centers and the mental hospitals, and in general weddings or any other things. Yeah. We engage all of it. Yeah.
It's clear you're passionate about being involved in the community and spreading, as you said, the positive representation of Africa.
This is exactly.
So why is community involvement so important to you and your business?
I think community is, we came from Africa. Africa, one of the things when you travel through Africa, one of the things is cherished most is the community. When you go everywhere, if you look at the Western look of Africa, you look and say, oh, poor thing. No. When you notice, you travel Africa, you notice people are laughing more, people are smiling more, people talking to each other more. So this is the community. And when we come here, that's lacking. There's no many places where African people can get together and talk without somebody saying, may I help you? What do you need? Yeah, so we try to recreate that. In Gambia, we call it Bantaba. We try to create that Bantaba where people get together, the eldest during the day, they converse under the tree, discuss about the affairs of the village or marriage or anything. At night time, the older people go in, young people come to the square and continue with celebrations and everything. So that Bantaba is very important to us. Yeah.
That's beautiful.
Yes.
I got a little lesson there,
Yeah,
culture.
Thank you.
So you've been a supporter of Afrofest since its inception, since the beginning.
Yeah.
Why was it so important for you to support, and why have you continued to support Music Africa, especially in the past, the present, and the future now? I
think there's no other organization in Toronto that I'm aware, or in Canada in general, that does the work that Afrofest does. You have a lot of community organizations, usually based on country, based on region, geographic area. So, but Afrofest try to present African art and African tradition in a positive manner. So I think, so since we're in the same field, I feel I have no choice but to support Afrofest. And they're doing a great job. Always, it's an ongoing thing, life continues. So always they're going to need support. And the community, I know there's people out there who might be talking negative about organization. But for me, my saying to you, if you think somebody else is not doing a good job there, come on in. Join the organization, come make it better, present your ideas to the others. And to me, that's the positive thing. Rather than being negative first, try to be positive first. Because it's a volunteer organization, people who have put a lot of years into this, they're not getting paid. So I think we have to commend them, people who, regardless of their cultural background, they come and join Afrofest, trying to make it work. And it's been doing pretty good. You know, I can't tell you my memories of Afrofest, probably hours. And yeah, so we become a part of it. We have that drum circle at Afrofest where people come. Some people don't actually reach the stage area. They just remain there. And they get a lot of compliment. If you look at Afrofest pictures over the years, you will see us somewhere there with a drum circle. Young people come, little ones over there, they will come and dance, or they will do something. So it's, I remember someone says to me something, it made me think. So a man came to me, those kids are dancing. He said to me, Mister, when we all are gone, this is going to be your legacy here. Look at these little ones. Yeah, so I thought that was very powerful because this is what when Africanness is about. So the elders teach the young people what the past and the present and the future by giving them address to say, okay, this is your future address. You can do whatever you want to do. You want to pave your road, pave, but this is the address. It's up to you what you want to do with that road. So I think, so Afrofest to me, that's what it is. You know, I mean, there's no other organization I know in Toronto. And one of my trips in Gambia, I was inside my house watching television. Boom, Afrofest come on. Yeah,
Wow.
right on the CNN. It was the Afrofest was CNN. It's a wow. I was showing my family. Look at us house over here. This is my booth, you know. Yeah, so that's what, for me. That's what Afrofest is all about. You meet people you haven't seen for years, and you go to Afrofest, you find, and regardless what country they come from, everybody is the one big family at Afrofest. So all these years, I couldn't remember one time where you say there was a violence in Afrofest. Yeah, usually you don't have that many people in one place without being a lot of violence. But that's never that I'm aware, and I'm there every year. I usually sleep there. In the morning, people come and ask us what happened, but because we're there all the time. Yeah. Wow. Yeah. So to me, that's a part of just a little bit of Afrofest. I can tell. Yeah.
That's beautiful.
Yeah.
Now, speaking of legacy, to the younger entrepreneurs out there looking up to you as a business owner, what is some advice that you can give them?
For me, if there's any other, I mean, we is a business. You always have to learn with your clientele what they want. You present new ideas, but I think knowing what you want and are willing to put a lot of hours in. And serve people who come to your business, serve them, recognize them, be present with them. When they come, be present. Make sure they remember you even after they leave. So what that helps you, even if they don't come tomorrow, somebody else asking, they will say, go to this place. We got a lot of recommendations, letters from all over. People send us email because they experience here. The experience. I think if you, after knowing what you want, you pick a nice location for your business and make sure it's closer to your clientele. And then, so now you just focus on your service and your product. And your suppliers, make sure your suppliers are happy. Yeah, so it's not about having money. I tell young people, it's not about having money. With your suppliers, be honest with your suppliers. Because everybody knows not to have something. Not everybody knows how to be rich, but everybody knows how not to have something. So if you call your suppliers and say, look, things are tough right now, but as soon as we get something, we will pay you, they'll be very happy. But if you start hiding from them, yeah, it'll be hard for you to restock. Yeah, to me, those areas and the service are very important. Yeah.
Well, congratulations again on your award, Mr. Saikou Saho, and I wish you all the best of luck.
Thank you so very much. And again, I must thank Afrofest and all the people who attend Afrofest and people who really hear about it, they never come. Please come to Afrofest, join the organization and come and enjoy. Whenever we go back to the park, come back, and you get the whole family there. It's one of those beautiful moments we all can to remember together. Thank you all.
Thank you to Mr. Saikou Saho, and thank you for tuning in to the 2021 Afrofest Awards ceremony. Thank you for the support for the culture, and it's me, your girl Elizabeth Eloidy of GBKM, signing out.